George here, and we're back again with my implementation of an animatronic game, and we are working on the bathroom still. We are going to now take the top and bottom pieces that we've created, two of the different segments, out of Maya and bring them into Substance Painter for painting. Let's go ahead and do File, Export Selection, jump out of here and find our Substance Painter folder. There we are, and here we are, and let's just do male bathroom ceiling pieces or something like that. Hit enter, let that do its thing, go over to Substance Painter, agree that my graphics card is not set up appropriately, and move on from there. No, we are not updating. Let's go to File, New, Select, and bathroom, male bathroom, whatever. It's not like it's for the male bathroom, it's for every bathroom at this point, but whatever. That's all good, that's all good. Hit OK. Great. So now we should have our panels, which... are they upside down or right side up? That's a good question. It doesn't really matter, to tell you the truth, at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and paint things. So we've got our two different panels here, the one over there and the other one on the other side. We're going to need some sort of like painted metal. So let's do painted. There's painted steel, which should work all right. So we can go ahead and put that over there. Let's go ahead and go to add a mask. We're going to do a black mask. And let's now, actually, you know what? Let's do a white mask. Grab these elements, and we should be able to do this by UV. I actually need this to be black. We should be able to do it by UVs here. And that should have selected everything but the sides, it seems. Now, I'm not sure why. Did I screw this? It looks like I did screw something up. So it looks like I did mess up my UVs. So if we come over here and take a look at, let's see here. This piece here, that is on the side. So all of these pieces need to be torn off and fixed. So because of that, we are going to quickly go in here and actually, you know what, we're going to undo that. I'm going to delete these two and delete these two. Fix these really fast, and then we'll move from there. So face mode, U, and I'm guessing I did this on everything like a moron. And really, what we're going to do to fix this actually is I'm going to grab these pieces and I'm going to go to right click, grow selection, grow. And with that, I should be able to do a UV planar y-axis apply. Now, for each of these corners, which we do a unfold on right there, we can zoom on in and I'm going to make a cut on each of these edges. This will then cause it to fan out from each side. And there should be no distortion of the UVs as well. But they'll still be connected, keeping everything together because those should be the same material as the rest. This will make for easy selection later on. All right, so those are done. Let's go ahead and do cut, UV shell, unfold, unfold. There we are. And now we can go ahead and, let's see, orient each shell. We can now grab everything in the scene, right click, layout, layout UVW, and let that go ahead and do its thing. All right, great. So now we're finished with that. So let's save that. Now the only other one that might be of concern is the actual light panel. So if we go ahead and frame up on that, let's see what we have. So we can see that's just the top piece. That's probably not great. So I'm thinking here, now how did I unwrap this? Now that's that panel there and the sides. You know what? That's probably going to be okay. I'm going to let that one slide. So that's done. We just need to fix this one now. F8, frame up, right click, face mode, grab each of these faces now, right click, grow selection, come over here, and let's do a create, planar, y-axis, apply, close, move them off over here as well, right click, unfold, unfold each, right click, edge, grab each of these edges, and then we're going to cut them along those edges. If we can make the selection. Great. Now we'll do a cut, right click, UV shell, unfold, unfold each one, orient each one. Now we go ahead and grab everything and layout again, apply. Great. So now all we have to do is re-export these two elements back out again. So grab both of them, file, export selection, and we will find male bathroom ceiling pieces. Go to Substance Painter, edit, project configuration, select the same model again, hit OK, let that update, and things should work out a lot better for us. So let's just see here. Now it looks like that's correct. Great. Okay, so with that, we can go ahead over here now and change the paint color. So we can go to some sort of grayish white. And actually, we're going to make that a little bit whiter, I think, somewhere along there. Maybe just a tiny bit of a blue tint to it. And we're going to zoom in and take a look at it. And one thing we haven't done yet, we need to go to our texture set settings and bake our mesh maps. And then we might as well do 2048. Go ahead and bake them all. Oh, I didn't hit all, did I? Let's try that again. Bake all texture sets. All right, great. So with that, we should be set up. Now all we need to do is to have some sort of like a stucco or some sort of a pattern. And I think I had downloaded a pattern already that we can use for this. So we have canvas, let's see, concrete, corrugated cardboard. Spanish plaster, I believe, is what I was using before. So let's see if we can't bring that in. Stick that down there, I guess. Nope, that is definitely not what I was using. Something with dots all over it. And I don't remember what that was called. Acoustic panels with holes, actually, I think is it. So let's go ahead and bring that in. Whoops. So there it is. So let's change the scaling on this to maybe 3. And we're going to do triplanar. Now, how come my scale isn't changing? So let's take a look at some of the parameters. So we have, oh, I'm in steel paint, that's why. All right. So let's go ahead and get rid of Spanish plaster. Go to acoustic hole pattern. Go to the top, triplanar it, sprinkle that down to something like 8, maybe. And we're also going to want this object's normal to be replaced and height information to replace anything. And of course, roughness and so forth should just come along for the ride naturally, so it shouldn't matter. But now we've got our acoustic panel, which we're using here, and I almost want the holes to be black. So here's color, and that's our panel color, right? So yeah, so we can keep that somewhere in the, I think in the blue range. Cool blues is what we're going to go for here. Somewhere around there, maybe. And pocket density. So that's how many of those you want. I'm fine with that. There's the overall roughness of the acoustic panel, which should be relatively high. It should not be reflective. Technical parameters, luminosity, contrast, hue shift, so forth. So I don't really see anything else to adjust in this. So we're probably just going to let it be as it is. So let me just make sure. So this is still interfering with the next paint layer. And that's probably because it doesn't have a normal map. By turning that on, it replaces it with nothing, which is fine for what we're doing. Not really a problem. Okay, so that's it for that. All we really need to do now is to take these 2 layers, and we're going to copy these layers and paste them over into the other object and turn off this one and try to find where we put that other object really fast. Frame up, there it is. And now we just need to make sure that we are properly making different elements exclusive. So here's the steel painted, and that is going to be on, let's see, not that. See, this is face mode, this is UVs, so I can select, that's steel painted. So what am I doing? I'm putting black areas in, so I want to do it on all of these. Actually, I don't. I want this to also be this steely type thing, so we're going to come back here and put these in. But because I broke up the UVs, it's not a nice clean thing, so it kind of looks like it's broken up naturally, which is good. Works perfectly for us. However, I don't want the acoustic panel to be on this, so we're going to get rid of that. And this is going to end up being our light source. And I almost feel like I kind of screwed up this model a little bit with it bulging out like this. I almost want to recess it again right here. But rather than waste a lot of time doing that, why don't we go ahead and change this one up a little bit. Let's go to our texture set settings, and we're going to want to add to this an emissive channel. There we go. And we're going to come back over to layers, and we're going to now create an emissive channel that is going to work with hopefully one of our glass textures. So let's see, we have glass hammered. So let's bring that in here and let's go ahead and toggle and make that a black mask and also bring that on just right there. Now we're going to want to adjust things, so we can go to triplanar, which is way too big. This is probably going to need to be something like 8 maybe, possibly even higher. We'll go to 9. That's not so bad. And we're going to add our height layer and our emission layer. Not that the height is really necessary. So the emission layer, we're going to tone this down a little bit so that's not quite so bright, just a little bit. And the rest of these, I think we're going to let be as they are. Although, you know what, I'll do like there, and then I want to go into my hues, and I know we're going for blues in here, but you know what, yeah, actually we probably should go for a light blue on that, something like that. And that's going to be our light source for the room. Okay, now that's it. All we're going to do now is save this off. So let's go ahead and save this as men's bathroom ceiling elements. And I reserve the right to come back and change this light source right here to have it actually go back in. I don't know why I have it going out. It's just wrong. But anyway, so we'll go to, actually, you know what? I think this entire thing is inverted the wrong way. See? It's still on the floor. So actually, all these elements will be fixed with when I change things over. So let's go ahead and go to Export Textures. PBR, metal roughness. This is going to be Unity 5 plus occlusion. Create our folder. So let's go ahead and find the right location for this project. And once again, men's bathroom ceiling elements or pieces or whatever the hell I'm calling it at this point. So let's go ahead and do an export on that. Okay, should be good to go. We're going to go ahead and close this out now. We're going to jump into Maya, and I am going to grab these two pieces now while we're here, and let's go ahead and do a mesh display and reverse. Great. Now we can duplicate this object, so we're going to want to Control D this, move this off to the side, and add our WDV right there, and then push this right to there. Now it does look like there's a tiny bit of a seam going on, or actually maybe not. Okay, looks like we're all right actually. Now Control D this and vertex snap this off to that edge. And now we're going to do the exact opposite for this one. So Control D that, move it over. And we're going to do a DV down there. Vertex snap this to there. And let's see if I can't Shift D that. Great. Now all I need to do is I'm going to take each of these elements, Control D them, and move them off. And I want to make sure that this element here is no longer associated with that room. We're going to have to reorganize a few things, but these are going to get put under the room. So let's go ahead and grab them and just make sure that they're under bathroom male. But we're going to have to do some cleanup work really fast before we get this into Unity. So we'll go to Edit, Delete by Type History. And what I want to do on these elements is make a slice across them right down this center line so that I can get rid of them. So let's go to Multi-Cut Tool. Let's go from a vertical approach and move this over. And I'm just going to slice like that. And that should be good enough. And I'm going to go ahead and delete these elements then. Right click and delete everything off that side. And with that, we should be good to go. Modify, let's see, modify center pivot, transform, W, move this over, WDV over here, and then vertex snap this over there. Let's do a Shift D on the next one. And now that should relatively fit within that room pretty nice. I've got cats running in the background. That's what you're probably hearing right now. And let's see, I'm in the wrong room. So let's just take a look. So, okay, so that's what it's looking like right now. And it's looking okay. Actually, it looks like it ends up right there, but I'm just going to leave a little bit of that gap there. My keys are starting to stick again on my keyboard. Great. I bought a new one, my Alt key sticking. I bought a new one, but then a cat threw up right on it. So I haven't tried it yet. But anyway, now we've got the ceiling So why don't we go ahead and bring our outliner back out and, oh, it got rid of, let's see, can we go to workspace, window, workspace, Maya Classic. There we go. Okay, so now we can go into the male bathroom, rename a few of these elements, and then export everything out to Unity to do another check on how things are working out. So we've got these elements here. Once again, these are just going to be men's bathroom ceiling element underscore, what do we have? Just say 01. And of course, it's going to do, I hate the naming convention inside of Maya. 1, 2, and 3. And then we have these ones, which aren't called ceiling element anymore. They should be ceiling with light, enter, and of course, once again, it does this nonsense. So what is this? That's 01. Well, this should be 01. So this is 02. This is 03. Oh, come on. 3 and 01. Okay, now we're getting things going. So we also have this empty node here. So we can go ahead and nuke that transform. Go to edit, delete all by type history really fast. And now we have our bathroom male that we can export out. Let's see if we have our floor with this as well. We might as well get that going. Let's see, we need, that's top. Why is my perspective over here now? Oh my gosh. All right, so then we've got all of this. Looks like we have the floor as well coming along for the ride. So we should be good to do an export. So now grab this file, game exporter, and it looks like men's room 01 is good. Hit export. Yes, we want to replace it. And export was successful. Close this out. Come on over here. Let's open up Unity and see what's inside. All right, we're not going into VR just yet, so we might as well close that out. So here's our new layout. We can see our new ceiling, which looks a good bit better than the last one. We've got our floor as well. So why don't we go ahead and start with our floor elements. So here we go. We need to make sure that we go to our object and pull out the materials. So here you can see, to extract materials, select folder. I'm also going to need to bring those textures over, so we might as well jump into that. So reproduce it, FNAF, and Substance Painter textures. And we want, what do we want here? Bathroom sink, we want generic bathroom ceiling. Well, we want generic bathroom floor. And then we want men's bathroom ceiling elements. Copy both of those, bring them over into the project under Night at Georgie's, assets, and let's see. Next up, we're going to put this under, and I'm partially trying to cover up by talking right now the fact that one of the toys is going off. That's my son's, and I would probably get a copyright strike if for some reason it appeared in this video. So let's see. Where did I put this? Level, men's room, textures, and we'll paste that in there. Replace the destination ones. Okay, great. Okay, with that now, we should be able to select these objects and modify things as necessary. The first thing we're going to do is put up that albedo channel to 100% white. There we are. Now, we can go ahead and grab, let's see, we've got bathroom ceiling, bathroom wall, bathroom sink, bathroom checkerboard, and there should be male bathroom ceiling pieces. Oh, floor. There's floor plan. Generic bathroom floor, generic bathroom ceiling, generic bathroom tile is what we want. Generic bathroom floor, metallic, and then normal. Okay. Now, I don't believe we have any occlusion for this, so that's off. So we'll fix that texture. And we've got to think about whether or not we want to bake this stuff in or how we want to handle it. You know, it's something to think about. So let's, oh, we got to modify these ones as well. So pump them up. And what do we have here? Men's bathroom ceiling element. Metallic. Normal. Fix that. And I believe there's a, even though it's probably not terribly necessary. It does a little bit on those little side elements. Now, I do have an error now, and that is that the stucco is now going on this. So I'm going to have to go back and fix that because when I inverted it, I was looking at it from the wrong side up. All those changes I made to the UVs were actually in error. So it doesn't matter. It's going to be easy enough to fix, but you know, once again, I wasn't thinking. So you know, next time, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Bathroom. But anyway, that's the room so far. So it looks like it's doing a bake right now. It's going to take around 23 minutes to pull that off. So what I'll probably do is let this run, and then we'll jump back in the next video and see the result of the bake after everything is said and done. All right. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I will see you all next time. And in the next video, I guess really all that's left for the bathroom is going to be the mirror and the doorway itself. And with that, we've got this whole thing kind of finalized. And we can start moving on to other things, like gameplay and, you know, all the fun stuff. I was on a kind of a kick to get some stuff done with how it looks, because everything, it just looks like crap with it all being placeholder stuff. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you next time, everyone. So long and good night.